Good morning. Today I'm going to do a bold eye. I think this will come out bold. How about that? How about those apples? But because I'm using mostly dark, I don't have any of my face makeup on. Kind of in like yesterday's video how I said I normally, if I do something that I know it's going to be very intense, I do my face makeup last. And then start with my eye makeup. I have a cat over here. It's the shaky one. The milkshake. You're a good girl. Come here. Say hi, milkshake. You're a good girl. So I'm going to start with a, oh, that's not the brush I picked up. Stop running away, brush. I'm going to start with a flat brush like this. It's a synthetic brush. And I'm going to go in with Cypress Umber, which is this color right here. I just kind of like take my brush and pat it on, and I'm going to simply just pat it on my lid, because right now I did what I did yesterday too. There is nothing on my lid besides just the primer, so this is gonna like grab intensely. I'm not pulling down, I'm just making sure that I don't flinch and like blink my eye. I would do that right now. And I'm going to kind of leave it empty right here. I'll take my synthetic blending brush. Make sure this is the one I want. I feel like the color, or my lighting here, makes the color look so much different than it does in person, which is fine, because I take pictures after and you can really see the colors. I mean, I know the lighting. I still have to work on lighting. You're gonna see a hot mess behind me. Oh, no, never mind. She's moving. She was sitting on the couch next to me over here, just staring at me. Milkshake. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. She startles easily. Oh, yeah, you do. It's okay. Yeah, you're a good girl. Jada's over here, laying down on the floor. Milkshake's just being extra scruffy. Okay. You're a good girl. I'm sure you come for the cat petting video. I love you, Milkshake. You're a good kitten. You're a good kitten. You are. Yeah, you good girl. She is. She's a very sweet kitten. Like, once she trusts you and gets to know you, she's all about pet me, go on and pet me. But for whatever happened to her in her past, like, you know how some cats like it when you go like that to them behind both ears? It's one hand at a time, or else she freaks out. Like, not in a, like, attack mode, which she, like, panics. Like, she thinks, like, you're gonna, I don't know. I don't know what happened to her in her little kitty life before she came to my life, but she, I don't think had a good, beginning part of her life. She was 6 months, about 6 months, 4 to 6 months when, I got her. But trauma had already been done to this poor little girl. And she is such a good kitty. Everything just goes slow with Milkshake. Not that, you know, like, I mean, in the fact that, like, for me, she, like, trusted me right away. When I went into the shelter to go adopt a kitten, or a cat, whatever I found, this guy was like, she looked bigger, and like when you saw her in her cage, because she was bundled up in a, like she was hiding in a blanket, so she looked like an older cat, right? And I was like, you know what, let me go look at her. And right before I went to go, this guy was like, no, I want to see her. And so by the time I went up there, they're like, yeah, somebody's going to look at her right now. I'm like, oh, gosh, she's going to be taken. Guy comes out like a few minutes later. She's not snuggly. She's kind of scared and skittish. I got in there, and I was like, I got on the floor with her, and I was like, hey, little girl. Hey, Milkshake. I named her Milkshake the minute I saw her. I don't know. And, she just, like, came over to me, and I picked her up, and she, like, full on just was like, oh, thank God. Like, I felt like her body was so exhausted, and by the time I held her, she was just like, oh, dude, I was looking for you. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. She just, like, it's like she was, like, waiting for me, and she had been searching for me, and then, like, she finally found me, and that's how I can explain it. Like, she's like, thank God, where were you? You know, like, and I felt bad because I was like, okay, she's the kitty I want. I said, I'll see you in a minute. You know, gave her back to the people so they could, like, get her all put together, you know, get her stuff together, and, you know, I didn't say anything else to her, because I was like, I'm bringing you home, kitty girl. And they're like, yeah, she'll be ready in a week. I was like, after she was already put back in the cage, and I was like, oh, I didn't tell her she was coming home with me. I just said, I'll see you in a minute. She has no idea. I'm like, told my husband, I'm like, can I go back and visit her every day? And he's like, well, it's kind of a far drive just to go visit her every day. She'll be coming home soon. And, like, every day I kept, like, hoping that they'd be like, because she had to get spayed. They didn't spay her yet. And, you know, up here, if they didn't spay them yet, and typically they don't adopt out until they, you know, they don't have them available for kitty viewing, really. Or if it's that far out from their spay or their neuter, they'll let you adopt, but you have to bring them back for the service. Like, that's part of the adoption agreement. I've had that with 2 of my cats I've had. That they were too young to neuter, and that you had to bring them back to get neutered. And I did, you know, because I was not about to, you know, have them go spray everything or get out, and couldn't pay kitten support. Hi. So, I was so bummed. And then they called me like 2 days early, and they said, we got it done early, you can come get her. Like, when? They're like, right now if you want. Is that okay? Like, can you come now? I'm like, I'm on my way. And I run in there, and I read this thing about, like, tuxedo cats, that apparently they're supposed to bring good luck and fortune, like, money-wise. And mind you, I'm the only one in the parking lot when I get out. I have no money on me. I don't usually carry anything on me, right? And I get out of the car, go in, pick her up. I go to put her in the car, and there's a $5 bill in the parking lot. There's nobody there before. You know, I had to walk around to get her carrier out. There's no money in my car before. I was like, this kitty right here. I just thought that was funny. Like, you know, because I like to read up on breeds. I mean, it's hard to say if your cat's a tuxedo cat or not, because it's not necessarily its own breed, because black and white shows up in all sorts of different kinds of cats. But she doesn't have, like, some tuxedo cats you can't see, but pretend this is my chest, or a cat's chest, because I'm not angling this down right now. They had that little bow tie right here. She does not. She's got a little black dot. I tell her she's got one of those invisible pearl necklaces. You know, the string is like the clear string, and it's just one solid, like one little dangly doodly. And it's her necklace. So she doesn't got the whatchamacallit, the bow tie. And then on her paws, I think it's this paw and her back paw, the opposite paw, she's got a black dot right here and a little black dot right here. It is so cute. And Jada's got a heart on her arm. And she's got, like, it looks like the scream face. Like 2 eyes and a screaming face on her back. I always enjoyed that. She's a good girl. Come here, Jade. Yeah, you're a good girl. Oh. Milkshake is being goofy. Jade is being sweet. Alright, sorry. I talk about my cats. I know. I do the cat talking thing. What do you want from me? I'm taking this brush. I'm going to go in with Noir, which is this dark, beautiful black. And again, because Anastasia Beverly Hills, I mean, the colors are great, but I tend to like to be more careful with them. Because of, you remember the, what's that one palette that they have? The, my mind's going blank. The subculture one that everybody was freaking out about. Saying, oh my god, this stuff is like extra folly-outy. Their stuff has always been super pigmented. I don't know why, like, you know, if you go back to any of their other palettes, yeah, if you dig on them, they fall apart too, and, or whatever. Like, not fall apart, but you can definitely see that there's kickback. But I don't see one being any worse than the other ones, really. You just, I think they were just, people were just looking to start crap. It's beautiful colors, though. Milkshake McGillicuddy, what are you doing over there? I'm just using the black to clean up, or not clean up, to put a corner on my eye. She's so goofy. I love her. I'm kind of like on purposely messing, like not messing up, but going as dirty as I can, like without caring, because like I said, I don't have any makeup on underneath, or, well, underneath is kind of correct, but I don't have my foundation on, so you could see like the benefit of kind of doing a deeper eyeshadow without having to worry about my nose itches. So I'm gonna take the Noir. Like, this looks amazing, like mixed with some mulberry. And just go right at my lash line. And I'm making it thick because I have plans. I have plans. Doing a little bit of blurry outy. And I'll be right back. I love you, milkshake. She literally, like, my mirror was on the floor and she decided that she was gonna dive bomb it. Oh, you have no idea how much this cat just, like, she gets me, like, all sorts of happy. She's like, she'll be laying in the hallway over here and there'll be, like, a shadow on the floor. And out of nowhere, she'll come and just dive bomb into it. I have to get new face wipes. They kind of like dried out. This is the last one anyway. So I'm using that and then the micellar water. Just because re-wetting it with this is going to be like, whoo. And this dark line that appears, I just kind of am gentle with it and just kind of tap it out. And then when I'm done with my makeup, I blur it out a little bit more. Then I just make sure I got no extra goopies on my face. Nobody likes extra goopies. Take care not to get my eyebrows because I already did my eyebrows. But let's just make sure. Then I'm going to take this sample of a primer I got. A sample of a primer. It is Skin to Die For. Peter Thomas Roth. No Filter Mattifying Primer Complexion Perfector. I love this stuff. I love Peter Thomas Roth though, so. I just got this last month. I'm like, yep, I like this. I suggest going to your local Sephora and asking for a sample of this one, and the Fenty primer. I love that one. I'm like, my skin is weird. Like, everybody's like, this one works for me, but the professional does not. Like, by the end of the day, like, all this is like this like mask of ugh. But this one doesn't have that problem. I don't know. It feels the same almost. And that's just weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just some ingredient in it breaks down. I don't know. But I'm glad that I finally was able to get the right color for my face of Fenty. I kept the other one because I knew I wanted to exchange it, and it was like anytime I was out or knew I was going that way, I'd throw it in my purse because it was just too dark for my skin. Way too dark for my skin. My skin is very, very pale. If you look, it's not even like... And I'm honestly a person who likes to, if I get a foundation, if it has to go a shade darker or a shade lighter, I know a lot of people just prefer to go to the shade darker because it gets them to look more tan. I prefer, if I had to go to a shade lighter. Like, I feel like this may be like, just like this side's done, this side's not. So, I mean, you can tell it's pretty spot on. I mean, when I put it on here, you're like, ooh, but it does oxidize. Just slightly. That's the other part, is the other one looked like it was right. And then by the time I got home from this, like, I was like, oh, this is too dark. I like to go a little bit lighter if I had to. The reason being, because I like to put, you know, bronzers on, or, bronzers and contour and all that. Like, by the time you're all said and done, your skin is darker anyway. So, I don't know. I had to choose. I'd rather do this lighter, so by the time I'm done adding all those darkening products, my skin's not 5 times too dark. I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks that way. Like, go darker with your foundation, and you put your bronzers on top of it. You put your this on top of that, and then next thing you know, your skin's like, instead of having like a nice healthy glow, your whole face is like orange Cheeto Oompa Loompa. Nobody likes to be a Cheetah Oompa Loompa. So now I'm gonna go back with a fluffy brush and just kind of like I said, like I said, try to like puff this a little bit out so it's not too much, but not so it's a solid hard line there. Hi, Milky. You're a good kitten. They have a basket of toys over here. If you're like, what the hell? This is where their kitty toy basket is. So when we're doing the vacuuming, when we're vacuuming, we just toss them into this little basket that's under our coffee table or our end table over here. It's helpful. It works. So now I'm going to take this lovely palette, and because I'm not contouring today, I'm going to take a little bit of the bronzer and the contour color and the bronzer color and mix them together for just a slightly deeper look to my bronzer. I love her. She's having a grand old time. I'm gonna throw it. Get it. It's not under there. Shake. It's on the other side of. There you go. She thought it went under the my curio type of cabinet. It's not really a curio cabinet. It's just like a decorative end table type of table thing. I don't even know. It was supposed to just be like a decorative table when you walked in, but this apartment doesn't fit anywhere where you walk in, and I don't have a linen closet, so it's now holds all my towels. It's a towel holder. Like the center and one of the sides the center holds all the towels, then the side holds the washcloths, and then the other side holds all my extra candles I have. Then I'm going to take my blush, my pinky blush. Just got a swirl and tap. I do a little on my eyebrow. I think that's just like old school makeup techniques coming through. I have to get a lipstick on at some point, but like I said, I do that right after I brush my teeth and all that, so I'm not I wear like the Stay Matte ones, the liquid ink type ones, but you just have the freshest lip. I made coffee this morning, and it feels like extra strong, but not in a good way. But I didn't do anything different. Is that weird? Like, it's the same way I always make coffee. It's the same this, it's the same that, but today it just, I don't know. Alright, so, I mean, besides my lipstick and my hair, this is basically the finished look. Sorry for a long video today, but I was originally just going to do the eyeshadow and show you the finished look in the thumbnail. That I decided you kind of would like to see, because it's going to look like a hot mess if I just leave it. So, this is the finished finished look. I will see you all tomorrow, and I love you all. Bye.